There's a video circulating where a bride cancelled her traditional marriage because she said the groom, that's the husband to be, said is the family, that's is his family that will pick the money. That is the money that they are going to use in spraying them. That the groom's family, they are the one that is going to pick the money, and because of that, she cancelled the marriage because she feels that is not right. Okay, I'm just going to let you guys watch the video and I'll have my own take.
Don't see where group family for the pick money for marriage. When I remove your cuckoo, I don't marry again. I don't marry. I go say that family go pick a cuckoo. I don't go try am. Now bread family, I dey pick money for. I dey pick money for marriage. That kind nonsense be that one. Loser, not dey marry mommy's boy.
Na so na.
No go kill mommy's boy. Una loser.
We don't need mommy's boy.
Una do well. Husband full everywhere.
Na so.
Go marry.
If you say na mommy's boy, na him be.
Eh.
Make you go look for the one way.
Make go look for.
Mommy's girl.
Make them marry together. Make them the mommy and grown girls.
Mommy's boy, mommy's girl.
Okay, for me, I see it in two different ways. Because when you're having a ceremony or whatever that involves spraying of money, it's possible that the family of the groom and the bride will pick the money. They pick the money, put it together. At the end of the day, they still give it to the couple. If it's that situation, the money still goes to the couples and they have to, sort themselves out when they are at home. Or it's also possible that the bride will say, okay, my family members will pick the money. But at the end of the day, the money will still go to both couples. They have to decide what they have to do with the money. So most of the time, even after marriage, the bride alone don't just take the money and bring it and take it for herself. She always bring the money out while they count and everything. Then the man might decide, that's the groom will decide to say, okay, keep the money, or they will not decide what to do with the money. So I don't understand why she said she's canceling the wedding, that the family of the groom says they are picking the money. If it is that the groom just say specifically said, my family is going to pick the money, don't let your family get near the money, then there is something there, then that is another problem. But if it's that, okay, if the family will pick the money and they will bring the money for them to count, then that is different. So it's a little bit confusing because she only said, oh, she's calling off the wedding because the groom said his family has to pick the money. So if he said, oh, his family must be the one to pick the money and maybe hand over it to him, then it's a problem there. Then it means he's controlling, or the family, they are something else, because actually it's not supposed to be something like that. If the family of the bride and the groom, they are picking the money together just to make everything fast, and at the end of the day they hand the money over to the couples, that is nothing bad in it. Because remember, people are saying, oh, we have lots of people, we have seen celebrities or different marriages where the groom's family, they are in charge. I know one popular marriage that took place. The family of the groom, they were the one picking all the money. The bride was quiet. She didn't show, the bride and the family, they were not involved, and everything went fine. So they have to decide what happened. So it depends on how both of them have both of them they discussed it. Maybe from before this incident, maybe the groom is already dominating and the family, so they are already like in position or in taking possession of everything. So maybe, but in any case, if the bride saw that the what is going on is not right, maybe it's going to be a problem after marriage, fine, she can call off the wedding. Otherwise, I don't understand why. Because if it's to pick that money, then it depends. So me, is the way she said it is a little bit confusing, because if the groom said, "Oh, my family must pick the money and hand it over to me," then there's a problem there. But otherwise, if he just said, "Oh, the family members has to pick the money and they will still hand over the money to them," which the bride will also see the money, and they, if they now bring the money and the groom now say, "I am taking the money," then you can say, then the problem can start. But because calling off the wedding just because the groom's family is picking money, we don't understand. You did not elaborate on what exactly it is all about. So people are just making blah 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 blah. Some people, they got married and the family of the groom picked the money. They didn't even see a dime. Some family of the, sometimes the groom asks the family to pick the money because maybe the woman, she didn't contribute a dime. She and the family, they did not contribute anything. So the man will say, "Okay, my family will pick the money because maybe they need to still sort out some things that they didn't pay for." It's also possible. So me, I don't totally agree with what she said, because we don't understand. She did not elaborate. And also, I have seen lots of marriages where the groom, the groom's family, they pick the money. And at the end of the day, they still give the money to the groom, and the groom brings the money out. It's the groom and the bride that will still sort out themselves. They know how they are going to what they are going to do with the money. So it depends on what is on ground. We don't really know what is on ground. So if we really know what is on ground, then we can conclude to say, "Oh, it's right to call off the wedding." So me, I see it differently. So what do you guys think about the whole thing? Leave your comments and I'll see you in my next one.